different about the process of making this record rather than other records?
Well, for me, the difference in the process of making this, in the past, I've always had a producer who kind of ran the ship and who had, their way of doing things. And I think, anytime you use a producer who's really well known and who knows exactly what they're doing, then there's a certain way that they produce records and that they make records, which is great. And in this situation, because I'm, basically being a bit more exploratory, and that I'm trying to kind of run my own ship this time, and of course with a lot of help from Stephen Lewicki. But I guess I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want it to sound like. Period. Instead of having any prerequisite for we only use these players, or I only do it this way, or to just kind of like, I don't know, make it up as you go in a way, but then you discover things along the way. And I think that for me is very different, in that I don't know exactly how it's going to sound in the end, but I feel free. That's one of the things that I liked about working with Stephen here at
Yakland Productions.
Here at Yakland. Yeah, one of the things that I love about working with Stephen at Yakland, I think that's a great name for studio, is that I felt so comfortable, and I felt like I could truly just be myself and just be free. And I think that is so important in the creative process. Spiritually, I think, I think everyone, like if you're a person of faith and you feel like this is kind of my calling, or this is kind of where my gifts are, and I've always felt like I wanted to use my music to uplift and encourage people, and because I've struggled a lot in my life with feeling anxious and fearful, and not feeling uplifted, and not feeling like the victor, but feeling like the victim. And I think I hope that there's that element of uplifting and encouragement on the record. I think there's one song, and it's called The Losing End, and it's kind of on the fence for me whether it's going to make it on the record. But it's dark, and it's about some people in my life that make bad choices, and it's almost like you think, do you make the bad choices intentionally because you don't feel comfortable doing any better? It's like you're going to live that life, and you're going to take steps that keep you living that life of bad choices and kind of being on the losing end of life. And so it's a real kind of gritty picture of a couple different people walking that life, and a part of me goes, oh, is that wrong, to paint that dark picture on a record that I hope brings light? But I guess sometimes you've got to show both sides. Like a great movie, you've got to feel the pain to feel the kind of glorious redemption at the end. So I'm still trying to figure it all out, but hopefully it'll be a good balance.